This podcast is supported by MIDI Health. Are you in midlife, feeling dismissed, unheard, or just plain tired of the old healthcare system? You're not alone. For too long, women's serious midlife health issues have been trivialized, ignored, and met with a just deal with it attitude. Many of us have been made to feel ashamed or forgotten. In fact, even today, 75% of women seeking care for menopause and perimenopause issues are left entirely untreated. But here's the powerful truth. It's time for a change. It's time for MIDI. MIDI is not just a healthcare provider. It's a women's telehealth clinic founded and supported by world-class leaders in women's health. What sets MIDI apart? We are the only women's telehealth brand covered by major insurance companies, making high-quality, expert care accessible and affordable for all women everywhere. Our clinicians provide one-on-one, face-to-face consultations where they truly listen to your unique needs. We offer a full range of holistic, data-driven solutions, from hormonal therapies and weight loss protocols to lifestyle coaching and preventive health guidance. This isn't a one-size-fits-all care. This is care uniquely tailored for you. At MIDI, you will join our patients who feel seen, heard, and prioritized. You will find that our mission is clear: to help all women thrive in midlife, giving them access to the health care they deserve. Because we believe midlife isn't the middle at all. It's just the beginning of your second act. Ready to feel your best and write your second act script? Visit joinmidi.com today to book your personalized, insurance-covered virtual visit. That's joinmidi.com. MIDI, the care women deserve.
Looking to get out there and feel the in your hair? Chevy EVs have you covered. Like the Blazer EV, with bold style that's sure to you away. And with Silverado EV, towing is a breeze, with the capability to hitch up and tow with ease. And Equinox EV helps you keep moving along like with confidence. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily: How to Navigate the Holidays with Your In-Laws, by Liz Higgins of Gottman.com. Are you nervous about the holidays this year? Spending time with your in-laws may leave you feeling like you're walking on eggshells. Perhaps you got into a huge disagreement about politics earlier this year, and things have been tense ever since. Or maybe you get the impression that your in-laws just don't like you, and haven't really accepted you into the family. In an interview with CNN, Dr. Gottman explains that, quote, "Every marriage is a cross-cultural experience, regardless of whether people are from different or the same cultures. They come from different families, and the family they create is a brand new culture that has never existed before." End quote. The holidays can bring mixed feelings and expectations about this new family culture, especially when it comes to in-laws. The following suggestions will empower you to handle uncomfortable situations with confidence. Your partner comes first. Surviving the holiday hustle requires open communication between you and your partner. Use a softened startup when sharing the things that you're anxious about to have more constructive conversations that will bring you closer. Look for sliding door moments where you can really share what you're thinking and feeling with your partner. These seemingly small moments are actually huge opportunities that can make or break your connection throughout this stressful season. Let your partner know the non-negotiable boundaries you may have about the things you're uncomfortable talking about or doing at family gatherings. Make sure you're both on the same page and ready to support one another. Remember, this is your partner's family, and they may have a different perspective of them than you. It's normal for couples to have to adjust to each other's feelings about their parents. If you can maintain respect and open communication throughout this process, you'll both win. Check your expectations. Sometimes the holidays bring out the worst in people. This time of year can create high levels of stress with lots of meal prepping, alcohol consumption, gift buying for people you may not even know very well, and awkward conversations. It doesn't take a psychologist to notice your in-laws are different from your own parents. Recognize that you are engaging with people who have their own feelings, thoughts, and behaviors completely separate from you. Acknowledge that your partner's family's traditions are just that, general traditions that began years before you. If you bring a mindset of curiosity to your family gatherings this year, you may learn things about your partner and their family and yourself that you never knew before. Nobody's perfect, so don't pressure yourself to be, and don't expect to receive that from your family. Knowing this can help you not take things so personally. Don't try to make everyone happy. People-pleasing your way through the holidays will lead you to feeling drained, anxious, and resentful. It's understandable to want to walk into holiday get-togethers on your best behavior, but you don't need to filter your actions to the point of putting everyone else's needs and wants before your own. When it comes to in-laws, it's vital that you focus on being yourself. Allowing your partner's family to get to know you the way your partner does is the first part to developing authentic relationships with them. So, don't say yes when you mean no. Pick your battles. The holidays really don't need to be about confronting family issues. You don't have to get into it over pie and champagne. If you foresee family drama occurring over the holidays at any of your get-togethers, sit down with your partner beforehand and create a game plan together. Come up with the exact things you'll say to shut down any confrontation or fighting with other family members, especially in-laws. It's simply not appropriate. You are allowed to set boundaries. Here are some great starters. I've decided not to discuss that today. If you'd like to call me sometime next week to talk about that, I'd be available then. This is not something I'm comfortable discussing right now. Sorry, but I won't be getting involved in this conversation right now. We can talk about it another day after the holidays. You don't have to accept an invitation into an altercation or family feud. You can be the bigger person, even if you're not the older person. Have an exit plan. When all else fails, especially if your partner comes from a high-conflict family, have an exit plan. You get an A for your effort in trying to be there for your partner's family on special occasions, but you also don't have to stick around to engage in unhealthy, abusive, or extreme situations where you don't feel comfortable. Create a code word or phrase and agree to remove yourselves from any potentially scarring situations before they get too out of hand. Believe it or not, there are many people who feel that dysfunctional and abusive family dynamics are just something that they have to endure and get over, which is simply not true. Nurture your relationship. That's right. Consider how you might actually lean into your relationship with your in-laws this holiday season. The first few years with my husband, I took a back seat and would simply show up to holiday gatherings. I didn't want to create any unnecessary drama or awkward vibes with anyone. While this is typical for my more introverted personality, I realized that it sometimes came off as disinterested, or as me not making an effort to engage with my new family. So, I actually came up with an idea to do a pie decorating contest at our family's holiday get-together. I jumped out of my comfort zone and called my in-laws to ask them what they thought about the idea, and if they'd like to help me get some of the ingredients that we need ready. They thought it was great. It was a hit, and not to mention a total icebreaker between me and my in-laws. You never know how a simple, playful idea could actually mend the gap between you and your family and bring you closer. Commit to trying some new ways to respond to and connect with your in-laws this year. Growth begins when you step out of your comfort zone. Take this opportunity to dive into some new ways of relating to the people who will be in your life for years to come. You just listened to the post titled, How to Navigate the Holidays with Your In-Laws by Liz Higgins of Gottman.com.
Looking to get out there and feel the in your hair? Chevy EVs have you covered. Like the Blazer EV, with bold style that's sure to you away. And with Silverado EV, towing is a breeze, with the capability to hitch up and tow with ease. And Equinox EV helps you keep moving along like with confidence. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
And a great post from Liz, not a moment too soon either. But really, this is such an important post, as it is unfortunate how much the holidays tend to be associated with family drama, almost above all else. And one way of centering ourselves when we're feeling some anxiety about an interaction like this would be to reflect on what exactly our goal is for such an occasion and how we can go about accomplishing it. You know, I recently had a client who was going to be a bridesmaid in a wedding that she knew she would see her ex-flame at, along with his new girlfriend, which she wasn't feeling too hot about, as you could imagine. And the more she focused her attention towards dealing with them when she saw them, she started to distance herself from the joy of the wedding itself. Energetically, she was feeling as though the day was no longer about the wedding, but rather about that interaction. Now, once she was able to remember the true purpose of the day, however, and what function she hoped to serve, she had a much better experience. We recalibrated and reminded her that the goal that day, and what everyone's attention would be on, was a beautiful ceremony. And the more she leaned into that and turned her focus towards how to make this the best day for her friend as possible, the less space she found that she had to even think about her ex. Her energy sort of had to go elsewhere, because there was something bigger than the interaction itself. So just consider what you want the holidays to be about. Do you want to focus on making sure your partner's comfortable, making sure your pie turns out great, learning about the family's new culture? What's the overarching goal, and how can you keep it in mind, constantly going back to that throughout the day? I'm wishing you all the best as you think on that and prepare for the holidays over the next couple of months, everyone. It's time to get out of here now, but thank you so much for joining as always. And do know that our weekly bonus episode is live now too. So if you want more ORD, go check that one out. And I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.